Before we start off, a quick programming note. If you're wondering why my beautiful visage isn't on this video, it's simply because I'm cutting down on production time. I am going to be doing a rant video afterwards, so expect that to come out in a couple days. So with that said, on with the show. How you doing? My name is Aaron Alexander, and this is what I have for you today. Oh, it's that time again, isn't it? Yep, time for the annual show where Geoff Keighley pats himself on the back 1,000 times, continually fillets Hideo Kojima, there's 50,000 ads, 500 trailers, and occasionally a couple awards for here and there. I'm talking, of course, Geoff Keighley's Piece de Shitsance, the Game Awards. If you haven't watched the Game Awards, well, consider yourself lucky, because I, Aaron Alexander, is going to give you a Cliff Notes version of the Game Awards, going down each award, all the fucked up moments, and maybe a trailer or two of games that actually make sense. So, without further ado, let's dissect this atrocity to gaming. Oh, and by the way, I will be skipping a couple awards. The Trending Gamer I really don't care for, I don't know much about these guys. And as for esports awards, well, it can go to hell and die. So let's get it, folks. First award.
It's my honor to open this envelope and tell you who won Best Score in Music. And the winner is Nier Automata.
With the exception of Destiny 2, every game nominated in this category would be serviceable. Now, I haven't played Nier Automata. I want to. I mean, 2 be as sexy as hell. Hell, ever seen Sue Lightning's cosplay of her? Damn, that's sexy. I don't care if she got a penis. But anyway, I've heard bits and pieces from their score, and I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed. Not a bad start.
All right, and the award goes to What Remains of Edith Finch.
God damn it, Keighley! This is the second year in a row a walking simulator won this award. I know why you did it, Keighley. You're trying not to piss off the assholes over at Polygon and Kotaku, and maybe throw them a little bone. They probably won't be complaining about your fucking white privilege. You know they're gonna do that anyway. There's no pleasing these dickheads. You know what? As for the developers of this game, just take your award and fuck off, okay? Get out of here before I shear your goddamn bush beard. Ugh, fucking hipsters. Next! 10-1 they had to settle for that title, because In the Valley of Kangs and shit would be too on the nose. Sorry I had to show that trailer, folks. I couldn't resist making that joke.
And the Game Award goes to, oh man, I have to pay a microtransaction to unlock. That's so stupid that this has to, hold on, I got this, guys, here we go. You know it's true, it's really stupid. The winner, Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus.
3 words. Cuphead was robbed. How in Mary Magdalene's tits they decide on a game in which most of their action was in the cutscenes and the in-game performance was shoddy at best? Oh, that's right, Antifa Power Fantasy. Yep, gotta stroke the hipster cock once again, eh, Keighley? Probably didn't want to give the rub to Cuphead because, oh, it's too hard. What's wrong, Keighley? What, you didn't pass the tutorial level either? Yep, we're at this point where Keighley turns the show into a shrine to Hideo Kojima. Be sure you gargle that Nippon man chowder a bit more, okay? Hey, it's not all bad. At least Guillermo del Toro's there. That's not a bad thing.
And the winner is... him, no. Cuphead!
I guess Keighley realized anyone sane at attendance was about to get up and leave, try to beat the traffic, and his view count was going down spectacularly. Well, time to throw them a bone. Give the best art direction to Cuphead. And don't get me wrong, Cuphead deserves the award. The fucking art direction is spectacular. And we get to bear witness of the majesty of the Chad game developer. God bless America. Save player 1? Really, Bethesda? And you wonder my respect for your company is tanking worse than the credibility of Roy Moore's accusers. Though I really appreciate you taking the piss out of the EA-able empire for them trying to kill single-player gaming, I don't appreciate the backhanded compliment at gamers in general. Yeah, we think we know what meme that the SJWs are going to use from now on to describe gamers. That's mighty white of you, Bethesda. Well done. The Industry Icon Award presentation made me fucking sick, okay? But not because of the one who got the award. I actually looked up Carol Shaw, and I took a look at her work, and she did some serious work for Atari back in around 78 and 79, and hit it big with River Run in Activision 82. Admittedly, I'm not well versed in those games because I got into gaming in 88, I know more about Nintendo than the fucking 2600. Though I believe there were more people deserving of the award, I think Carol Shaw deserved it. However, she deserves the award because she was a pioneer during the 2600 era. She was one of the OGs. And not because of her fucking genitals. Luckily, I'm not the only one that has this sentiment. Georgina White rightfully called out this atrocity in a tweet of hers, stating that there was more patronizing to Carol Shaw, and I think that's a disgrace. Even more of a disgrace, Felicia Fake even presented her the award. Oh, you better hope there's no Halo shirts in the audience. Wouldn't want you to treat them like your soy boy buddies would treat a black man walking down the street, crossing to the other side just to avoid them. You fucking phony. To be honest, I'm not really into fighting games, but Soul Calibur 6 looks legit. I hope to God that Bandai Namco doesn't fuck this one up like they did Soul Calibur 5. Keighley, a little problem with your game awards. Sometimes you like to gloss over the awards like you're doing here right now. Basically saying, oh, they don't deserve fucking presentations. Who cares about the best RPG, the best family or strategy game? We got more ads and more trailers! Remember, folks, this is the same guy where a few years ago he shilled so hard for Mountain Dew and Doritos you can confuse him with a Madison Street hooker. Luckily for you, I happen to give a fuck about these categories. Well, not really best esports team, as again, esports can go die in a fire. So, I'm gonna go a bit more in-depth than Keighley will ever do in his life. Well, it was a given about Persona 5. I've heard nothing but good things about that game. Shame about Final Fantasy 15. You know, another year or two in development, you would have won Best RPG in a couple years. What a shame, that game had so much fucking potential. Honestly, there is not much to pick from this category. Might as well play it safe and give Nintendo the rub, even though the game was made by Ubisoft. XCOM 2 War of the Trojan was nominated, but come on, it wasn't going to win an award. It was a glorified expansion pack and nothing more. Don't get me wrong, XCOM 2's fucking good. I would have picked Super Mario Odyssey as best family game as well. I mean, Sonic Mania and Splatoon 2 was in the running, but Sonic Mania was more of a throwback to the Genesis era, and Splatoon 2, well, it's just more Splatoon. It pretty much did what it did in their first game. Super Mario Odyssey was the most forward-thinking in this category, so no complaints here. Yup, this pick was bullshit. I bet you 10-1 more people would care more about Red Dead Redemption 2 than The Last of Us Part 2. Probably doesn't shock me here, this coming from the games are art type crowd, and of course Ellen Page being a major SJW, well, come on, they're gonna give these assholes a rub. Hey Naughty Dog, I think more people care about Crash Bandicoot than they'd ever do with The Last of Us, so how about you do yourself a favor and make more Crash Bandicoot games? Monsieur Gamon, s'il vous plaît, I think I found your wind-up toy that you were missing at E3. Keighley stole it!
Determined by fan voting, the Game Award goes to Cuphead!
Surprised they actually gave Cuphead another award, considering Hollow Knight was a very close contender. These two games were very serviceable. I haven't played them yet, but I will in the future. But hey, another award for the Chad developers. In other news, there's reports of a major salt explosion in the Bay Area. The cause? Soy boy game journalists throwing a fit that Cuphead won 2 game awards.
And the game award goes to Overwatch.
Not shocking here. Every one of these games in this category are just filler titles. They're just probably an excuse to give Overwatch another award. That's the state of multiplayer gaming in my opinion. They've hit a creative dead end. Don't let EA tell you otherwise, but multiplayer is not in a good spot right now. Kojima-san, you might want to check the opiate content in your sake. And speaking of which, it's time for another segment in the Game Awards where it's turned into a shrine to Kojima. Yes, Keighley, fillet Kojima's cock a bit more because since he's Japanese, you think his man milk contains soy. Probably explains why you're such a passive-aggressive douche.
And the winner of the first ever Best Student Game is...
Level Squared.
When I saw this category for Best Student Game, I wanted to cover this just for the pure laughs, because who knows what kind of college students probably put together, maybe some Antifa simulator or something. But actually, to my surprise, something serviceable was in the nomination list and a pretty decent game won, so you know what? I ain't complaining. I hope they have a fruitful career in the industry. Of course, the one who accepted the award didn't look like a student. Shit. He looks like he's in his mid-40s. Must be the teacher. I'm just gonna shut up for the following segment I'm about to show you because this has to be seen and heard to believe. You can tell how Keighley is so annoyed with this guy. And let me give you a hint about this segment.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
So how does it feel to be back at the Game Awards 4 years later?
Look at me, man. How do I look? It's like, I'm telling you this, okay. There are like passionate people, there are crazy people, and there is me. I'm so passionate to be here. I'm so excited to be and meeting these industry people. It's crazy, man. Like, look, this is kind of insane. Like, we're here, we're serving this. Look, the Oscars should fuck themselves up. This is the shit. I'm telling you, this is the real shit. What is this? This is the interactive gaming. Look, I'm just saying this. Let me tell you. Sorry, I'm taking. Let me just give me a minute. I want to take your time. Look. Okay, can you swear here? Can you swear? Okay. Fuck the Oscars, you know? Fuck the Oscars. Fuck you. I'm telling you. I'm just like, this is bullshit. Look, here's the thing. Yeah. The gaming industry is an interactive experience where you feel it in your heart.
You did a lot of films, and now you're in games.
Yeah,
right?
You know, I've done 6 features, but I don't care. But okay, we're here to talk about a way out. Let's do that.
Yeah, let's get into your game.
I'm sorry,
right,
I'm a little bit. I'm a little bit jet lagged, so that's why I'm a bit. And I'm excited.
So Joseph, a way out. Co-op game. You showed it at E3.
Yeah.
People are excited about it. You got a new clip of it tonight. What can you tell us about what we're going to see tonight?
What can I tell you?
Yeah.
My friend, I'm telling you.
Yes.
All right, this is what I can tell you. Look. This is insane. If the whole world tell me your game is shit, I'll tell them, no, it's not.
Right.
That's how much I believe in it.
Okay.
All right? I'm telling you, like, if you play the game from the beginning to the end, and you see what it is, it's impossible you don't like it.
Okay.
Impossible. Make sure to play with a friend that's not a run-and-gun split-screen shooter.
And your friend can play with you for free, right? Yeah.
This is the thing.
Yeah.
And this is my idea. It doesn't have anything with the EA shit going on, with the loot box and stuff.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Look. I'm going to say to you one thing. EA has been very good to me.
Yes.
And to be honest with you, they're getting, because it's nice to hate EA, blah, blah. I don't care about that shit. What I'm saying is this. All publishers fuck up sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
That's how it is. They fuck up.
Yeah.
But that's what it is. Look, in this case, it's like they've been treating me very well. That's what I'm saying. I have 100% of the income to my team for the game I'm doing, you know?
And it's coming soon, right?
Yeah, it's coming. I'm talking too long.
That's
Let
okay.
me talk a little bit.
It's like we got a long show, Jones. We got to be fair to everybody.
Let me continue a little bit. This is my time to shine, man. You know how proud I am to be able to see the streets.
You flew a long way. I know you did.
This is fun.
All right.
It's fucking fun.
Joseph Ferris.
I love this. Come on. Yeah.
But if you keep talking, we're not going to be able to get to the game.
I will show you. I will show you. All
right.
Where were we?
Well, your game's coming out next year, right?
Yeah. So we have.
Yes.
Well, should we announce the thing?
I think you should announce the date and we should show the trailer. Yeah.
Let's look at the trailer. We can talk after.
No, we can't. This is
okay.
Let's check out the trailer.
Wait. 1 second.
Yes.
Before we talk the trailer. So, we have something that is, we call it the Friends, but it's my idea from the get-go, from the first. I'm a passionate man. Nobody will ever, even if I do AAA, this is an independent game, but even if I do that, it will always be the game I want it to be.
All right.
We'll come to the point soon.
A Way Out. We got to go. Here we go. A Way Out. Coming out next year. Check it out. Joseph Ferris. He's a passion.
You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
Come on, folks. You know I wasn't gonna pass up on that one.
And the Game Award goes to Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice.
As Dev from No Talent Gaming put it, this is basically the SJW Award. I mean, look at the nominations list. It's full of walking simulators. Thankfully, a real game won. And another thing, what's up with this guy's hair? I mean, he reminds me of Jean-Baptiste Emmanuel Zorg from The Fifth Element. Hey, cover that shit up with plastic, and next time you come to an award show, bring a ZF-1. You'll be the belle of the ball.
You want something done? Do it yourself. Yeah.
And the Game Award goes to Melina Jurgen's Hellblade.
I guess Keighley was tired of Troy Baker and Nolan North winning this award all the fucking time. It's nice to see someone new win this award for a change.
And the Game Award goes to Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
To be honest, this award was down to 3 titles: Horizon Zero Dawn, Super Mario Odyssey, and Breath of the Wild. Obviously, Breath of the Wild won. With this and Mario Odyssey, take this as a barometer of how the Nintendo Switch's exclusives are gonna go. This gives me hope for Metroid Prime 4. Hopefully it won't be a shit show as Other M!
Now I'm happy to announce the winner for Game of the Year is selected by 51 global media and influencer outlets and the fans. And this year, Game of the Year goes to The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
Doesn't surprise me Breath of the Wild won Game of the Year. I mean, if PUBG won the award, I would be casting a voodoo curse on Keighley. Consider this Game Awards Nintendo's turning point. This is going to win them this generation's console war. I guarantee you, by 2019, Nintendo, like back in '85, will be the last console standing. You can quote me on that. Now, if only Sega would unfuck themselves and get back into the console market. As for the Game Awards itself, I have a 3-word review. By the numbers. I mean, it wasn't a complete shit show, but it wasn't good. It was rote. I know I give Geoff Keighley a lot of shit for a lot of things, but I think it was smart he played it safe. I mean, he didn't want to turn into a shit show like the Oscars, the VMAs, and the Grammys did. But then again, compared to the god-tier hackery that exists in Hollywood and the music industry, I think this video game clip will sum it up about Geoff Keighley's hackery. So, with that said, that's all I have for you for right now. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and ring that bell. Take care.